Hey, happy day 476. I just had a look because I was thinking it was 437. I don't know why, but today's 476 of sharing my journey with you from offline to online business success. Now, I put busy equals productive question mark. And in this episode, that's what we're going to talk a little bit about. Does being busy mean that you're productive? First to admit, no. I am awesome at taking action and being busy, but I'm not always 100% terrific at making sure that what I'm doing is productive. By productive, I mean, is it getting me the results I want? Productive is, I get to define what productive is for me. Productive for me might be my number one priority, meeting that number one thing that I'm going to do every day. And my number one thing every day, unless I have to go to the doctor or take someone else to the doctor or do something like that and attend to my health, is creating my content. Every single day, my number one thing to do is create my content. I don't care if I don't get anything else done during the day. If I at least create that content, I can process that content and do something with it later on, but I want to produce that content and do it. Now, I just realized that I forgot to put my lapel mic on me for the last two videos, and I didn't listen to them, so I'm gonna have to go back and listen to them and see how bad the sound quality is, because it was sitting by my knee, and I'm not sure my knee talks as clearly as I do with my mic by my bosom. So, busy and productive. Are you being busy and productive? Are you being busy but not productive? I have just recently begun asking myself, okay, I'm good at being busy. I'm good at always doing a lot of things. And in the past, in my offline world, that served me really, really well. But the online world is so fast paced and so ever changing, and so is the offline world. But the online world seems to be moving at supersonic rates. And so I have to make sure that when I'm doing something, I'm actually doing the right thing. I'm busying myself doing what's going to really make an impact and move me toward the result that I want. Well, what's the result that I want? It's different over time, and it changes depending on what my priority is. When I was doing the Women's Summit earlier this year, I was really, really busy doing interviews and things like that. And that didn't always feel productive, but it was, because it was creating a bigger project. So sometimes we're doing a lot of busy things that aren't showing us results immediately, but we know that the long-term result is going to be exactly what we want. So I need to be busy and productive, not just busy for the sake of busy sake. And I have found that in the online world, there is so much, and I got trapped in this loop too, this learning loop, where we think that because we're learning and we're taking courses and we're doing things and we're on this continuous learning treadmill, that we're being productive, but we're not. We're just feeding our brain a lot of stuff, hoping that something will happen in the end. But if we're not acting on the information as we're learning it, we're not being productive. So today, my mom is coming home from Texas, and I'm going to have to be really productive because I only have a few hours, plus I've got my granddaughter. And so today I'm focusing on being productive, not busy. All the busy work, all the distractions, all of those out, blown up. Don't have time for any of them today, because my priority is to spend time with people I love and care about and get my core one thing for each day done. So what are you working on? Are you working on learning a new course? Are you learning? And then what are you doing with that course? Are you just, I love this, I learned this, and I didn't learn it from Steve Larson, but he reminded me of it. Are you learning for the sake of learning? You know, we get trained to do that in school. We go through 12 years of primary school and elementary school and high school, and then a lot of us go on to college for 4 to 7 years, depending on our situation, or 8 years or 9 years or 10 years, or some people stay in the university and the academic world forever because they want to be always learning. A lot of us leave the academic world, but we're still lifelong learners. Are we in a learning loop where we're not applying what we're learning? I am an avid believer in lifelong learning. I'm always learning. I've always got a half a dozen books, and I can't even read because I've got a magnifying glass, that are around me. I'm always listening to audiobooks. I'm always learning. I'm always watching webinars and seminars and things, but I'm applying what I'm learning, and I'm only learning about the next thing I need to know to take me in the direction I want to go with my life, to get me the result I want. I'm not just listening and learning for the sake of learning. And I'll admit, I fell prey to that when I first got online. And it can be overwhelming, where you just, I need to learn this and this and this and this and this. I need to learn all these things before I can do anything. And I probably spent a year doing that, where I just was in learning mode, where all I did was learn and I didn't apply. I was applying it because I became a certified partner, but I wasn't applying it out in the world so that I could receive value in return for sharing and applying that information. Lesson learned. So that's it. Ask yourself today, am I busy and productive? Am I busy? Are you taking action? Are you even busy at all? And that's another question for another day. But ask yourself, is what I'm doing moving me in the direction I want to go? If it is, great. If I'm taking a course because it's what I need to know next to move me toward my goal, awesome. But I would still challenge you to apply what you're learning as you're learning it. Test it, try it, see if what you're learning works for you or how you need to tweak it to make it work for you. That's it. Go out, make it an awesome day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye. You got this.